Slayton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Prescott. Unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That's a 43-yard.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll find his man on the outside. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. The ball poked in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Newton. It's complete to Chris Conley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try to put the football in.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long for Prescott. Able to get his target Lamb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Prescott now from the 50. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Down at the 31.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are.
Now Barkley stripped on the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down. To throw is Prescott. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Newton on third down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
It's the score, Cowboys 7, Patriots nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 29, Newton. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home. Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott, flushed out right. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Prescott. Here's the first time out of the corner. It's complete. Goes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
A 31-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go to Barkley again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Patriots.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From just shy of midfield, Newton, he's going to go deep for Conley. This is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Conley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Cowboys 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Cowboys 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. He's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Prescott on 1st down. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Newton's going to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Newton gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New England, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.